Hey everyone, and welcome to a new zoo that I started building on streams, which is Valhalla, which is going to be a Norse/Viking inspired zoo. And today's habitat is not really much to do with those two topics, because we are building a habitat for the Western African lion, which is referenced from Narnia. So yeah, even though we're building a Norse/Viking zoo, I wanted to build the stone table from Narnia, and that made it fit in with like just having a lion habitat. But yeah, I'm just going to plug my stream here a little bit, but from now on, I hope to be streaming every weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, at the same time the videos go up. And the last stream was actually very helpful, just because I built this on an island. I forgot that the lions can actually swim. So the lion, or Aslan, because I did call him Aslan, he could escape everywhere. So yeah, on the stream, I don't know who actually said it, I think it was either Chris or Ani, but they gave me the tip, or one of them, or not, I don't know actually who gave it. I should go back into the chat of the stream, but whoever gave it, thank you. But the tip was that I could place elephant grass surrounding the entire island, hide it in the ground, and then the lion couldn't escape because it blocks the traversable terrain for some reason. So yeah, the entire island is surrounded by elephant grass. But basically the entire idea of this zoo is just to build it on stream. So I'm not going to really be building in Khan al-Bashar, because, well, the frame rate is probably not going to be that great. I think I have like maybe a solid 15 frames while building, and like maybe 40 while not building and just walking around. And in Valhalla, because it's an empty zoo right now, or well, at the end of this video it's not going to be empty, but right now it's empty, I still have 60 frames, so I think it's better to just have Valhalla for the streams and then Khan al-Bashar also for the videos. And sometimes maybe during the streams, if like Khan al-Bashar gets significantly further, I will do another tour of Khan al-Bashar, because both the streams that I've done, we had a small little look around in Khan al-Bashar. Sunday we actually had a full-on tour where I just walked around. But yeah, so today's episode, or today's video that you see, was completely built on stream. Well, not completely, like the last, let's just say 4 minutes, that I built off screen. Just because, well, let's just say when you're streaming, you don't get the most progress done, because, well, I'm not going to say woo, but for one of you guys who were at the stream, I am worried about your cats. That person, I'm not going to say who it is, but he knows who he is and who I'm talking about. But anyway, so there's actually quite a couple of mistakes that I made in the build of the stone table, and if you haven't watched Narnia, the stone table is, well, what you see right now. But basically, spoilers ahead, but Aslan, who is the lion, gets sacrificed on top of this table, and then it breaks, he comes to life, and there's a whole big party. Let's just say there's a lot of mistakes actually in this build, because the temperate and the taiga rocks, they look very similar, but in the menu or the catalog they are also like on top, or the taiga is on top of the temperate, so it's very easy to mistake a taiga rock for a temperate rock and place temperate rocks or taiga rocks if you wanted the other. So yeah, the arch, I would say, or just the sort of doorway, yeah, that's built out of temperate rocks, but then I think the rest of the pillars is made out of taiga rocks. But I was having too much fun on the stream to actually bother about, you know, fixing all of that. So yeah, I think it still works. The taiga rocks are just a little bit bleaker and a little bit more greyish, while the temperate rocks have a little bit of a greenish tint to them. So you won't really see it on first glance, but only if you like really look at it, then you see the mistake, which I think it's basically with a lot of my buildings. Sometimes I just don't bother fixing the mistakes, and only if you like really look at them, then you will know, oh, this shouldn't probably be there. I mean, I also just don't build any lighting. Well, let's just say when I make like a cinematic video or something like that, then I do the lighting. Or when I do like a full on tour, then I do the lighting, but it's even further beyond the, well, building schedule than bridges, which already says a lot. But I'm also going to, of course, need to answer, why Narnia in Valhalla? Well, basically, I wanted to build Narnia, or something from Narnia. Let's just say if you don't or didn't watch the movies, which there's stone tables from the first movie, which is, I think, the one that most people have seen, and then second and third movie just sort of went downhill. I don't think they're bad movies, because I actually like them, and of course I have the final say in saying a movie is bad or good. But yeah, I can kind of see if you didn't see the second or third movie. But I think most people would probably have seen the first movie, because I think it was kind of a big thing when it came out. I think, or at least it was for me. But if you didn't watch the movies, then this still makes actually sense in like a Norse/Viking area, because it's basically a version of Stonehenge. It's a lot of pillars surrounding a central thing. In a way, it still makes sense even if it's, well, even if you didn't see the movies. And I just wanted to build it, so that's the biggest reason. I just wanted to build something from Narnia. Actually, in the stream, let's just say, I went from idea to idea, and I mostly ignored all of the ideas that the people gave me in the stream. Because, yeah, my brain just sometimes doesn't work like that. My brain just wants to do something. Probably the best thing would actually be to start with the entrance, but I was just like, nah, I'm just going to start with the habitat right away. So then we sort of ended up with this. Because in the stream, I think a few people suggested like a monkey or a bear, and then I just went with lions. Like, was completely out of nowhere, but I just wanted to build something from Narnia. Which, yeah, Kane, I think, actually called me out on it, of like, yeah, Poisonblade is right now just discarding any idea that people give him. But, I mean, yeah, that's basically what happens. But, I mean, Kane, I did show you your house again in the stream of Sunday. So, again, just to plug my streams, because I want to, and you guys can't stop me. But I should be streaming now every Saturday and Sunday, and hopefully this week I should not only be streaming on YouTube but also on Twitch at the same time, because yeah, I already said that the first few streams would be messy, and I didn't figure out how to stream on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So that didn't happen in the first two streams. I was only streaming on YouTube. But I am setting up Twitch so that it basically works well. That I'm live on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And yeah, it's also just an easy way, because I did promise to make tutorials, but I'm not really the person to make tutorials. I try to always be a little bit, I don't know if I can say goofy, but I just never try to be serious in my videos. And yeah, that doesn't really work well with tutorials. So with these streams, I also thought like, oh, it can be easy if you want to ask something, then I can immediately address it, and you don't have to wait until a video comes out. You just have to wait until the next stream. But yeah, I just really find it fun to stream. I was really anxious and nervous to start the first stream, but then all of you guys were lovely, so then I just wanted to stream more, and people were scared that I was feeling forced to stream, but I really just enjoyed it. Like, this is a weird thing, but with a lot of streams you don't get a lot done. Let's just say with like a delay designer stream, yeah, there's a lot more talking than actually building going on, but for some reason I actually just was really productive, I would say. I was building for almost 2 hours, which is something that's quite rare. And I also tried to not make the first habitat in islands. That's one thing that I didn't succeed in. I mean, in the end, I didn't turn it into a, well, full-on island, as in an island in the sea. It's going to be an island in the fjords of Norway. Or at least that's what it is inspired by. Even though I built a lot of, or place a lot of like pine trees, which looking at like pictures of like the fjords of Norway, there are not really that much pine trees, or at least I didn't see them, but I just wanted pine trees because that's the stereotypical idea of Vikings, that's like pine trees and such. And the only reference to this, or to Valhalla right now being like a Viking / Norse inspired zoo, is those 2 tents, which I basically built just to really showcase like how I built, or how I use those mud pillars as something to center a building upon. To, if I want to mirror something, I use those mud pillars. If I want to copy something, I basically use those mud pillars for everything, which is just really easy because I think they're one of the few grid pillars that we have. And yeah, it's just really easy with those pillars to actually, you know, duplicate things, mirror things. If you want to build a dome, they're really easy to use. Or if you basically want to build any kind of roof, they are really easy. Because then you have something that is aligned to the grid. So if you use the grid pillars, then you can also easily use the grid in your, or to your advantage when building. Also, I don't know what the tree is called, but I hated it. There's some trees, such as like the oak trees, that I just never use, just because I don't like how they look. Or at least like with the oak trees, they just for some reason look fake. Like I right now look at it and yeah, it just looks weirdly fake to me. But then with some other trees, it's just like the color doesn't really fit well in with the rest. So some trees or some plants just are so differently colored that they just don't really blend in well. But I'm using a lot of beech trees. A lot. I'm using them as shrubbery, I'm using them as actual trees. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of beech trees. And I also built a small little campfire because, I mean, it gets cold here, so you need a campfire to stay warm. And I just wanted to build something small, and again, using the, well, mud pillar. I just wanted to really, like, someone asked me why I use those mud pillars a lot in the stream, so I wanted to quickly show them. This is why I use them a lot. So again, if you, well, were waiting for a tutorial, sadly that's not going to happen anymore, but if you want to ask me anything, Sunday and Saturday I'm live. You can basically just hop into a stream, ask something, and yeah, maybe you will enjoy the streams. How many times have I plugged the streamers right now? I mean, I'm just so happy to start doing them, and it's just fun to goof around because, again, I am worried for someone's cat. I somewhat feel like I should call animal security, but yeah, let's just make it clear I am, of course, joking. I know that person was joking. Don't call animal service on that guy, but yeah, it's never really a serious stream, which is what I enjoy. I mean, again, I never intend to make these videos serious, so it would be a weird thing if I made the stream serious. But now, because it is an island, and I think, well, shortly or a little bit later, Aslan dies, which, I mean, fitting with the movie, because, again, Aslan, spoilers, but Aslan is sacrificed on the table. So it's kind of fitting that Aslan died while building, which is mostly due to me forgetting to actually put like the dying and welfare and such off. So yeah, Aslan died. I am just going to basically do what maybe some parents do when like their child's goldfish die. I basically am going to replace it and we will not speak about it any further. And yes, I did make sure that I, let's just say, I'm going to replace him, because by the time that you see this video, he is still dead. I only quickly placed a vet not even a veteran or like a, what is it, surgeon's thing, but I just plopped down a vet, he took care of it, and now we will not speak about Aslan dying again. But yeah, miracles do happen because the first episode of Valhalla, and I'm building a bridge, which was kind of necessary because the lion habitat is on an island, but I needed to also figure out like, alright, how do I make a sturdy looking bridge that won't collapse with the first storm? So then I just built a somewhat, well, for me it's a little bit of a basic bridge because I know how to build these kinds of bridges. I really like, I want to one day have it so that the parting system in Planet Zoo is actually capable of making like rounded bridges so that you can make like a rope or like a hanging bridge. Sadly we can't do that, so now I have to resort to these kinds of bridges. And yes, I did place this bridge in the scrapyard of Valhalla. It's the first episode in and I already have one thing in the scrapyard. I mean, if you looked in the background of some shots here right now, you can see something else in... Well, it's not in the scrapyard, but it was my first attempt at something else, which I'm not going to include in the actual build video because it doesn't really fit in with what I'm building currently. So yeah, let's just... if you can guess or say what it is, then I will know that you've watched until this point. So basically this is just like a, well, is it kind of like a pop quiz? Something like that, I would say, or just like a sudden quiz of like, what are you seeing right now? What did I build in the background that you didn't see? Anyone who watched the streams can't answer because they saw it. But yeah, again, plugging the streams again because I want to, but I should be live every Saturdays and Sunday around the same time that the videos usually go live. So don't know what time that is for you, but if you know when the videos usually go live, then that's also the time that I am live on hopefully both Twitch and YouTube this time. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you back in the next video and possibly in the next streams, because I can't stop plugging the streams anymore. So have a good day, bye bye.